Continues to remain the sport of Jallikattu and all the efforts they are being put in by the state government, which seem to be cutting no ice with the protesters. On your screens, you're looking at the latest visuals that have come in of how several people continue with their protest, even though police went ahead with a crackdown at the Marina beach in Chennai. It has come as a surprise to everyone as the Tamil Nadu police started to evict protesters early this morning at about 6 a.m. forcefully from the Marina beach. The protesters continue the fight for Tamil pride, demanding what they call as a permanent solution for Jallikattu, while the state government is set to move a bill to replace the ordinance in the assembly session today. The clearance of the standoff is awaited in Tamil Nadu. Several other areas are also witnessing protests. These visuals coming to you on your screens are from Marina Beach, but reports coming in of the latest standoff, the flashpoint there between the police and the protesters in Madurai. This visual is of how the police are continuing to negotiate with the people who are sitting on a peaceful protest. These are students there in Madurai sitting down, locked in hands because they don't want to be dispersed from there. While we speak to the students, they maintain that they want a permanent solution and not a solution that is only an ordinance which can be challenged once again in the apex court. Okay, let's go across to my colleague now, Sagairaj, joining us with further inputs. Sagairaj, news that was coming in that the DMK, the opposition party in Tamil Nadu, was criticizing the police's crackdown at the protesters at Marina Beach. Tell us about the latest of the voices that are now coming in.
DMK is criticizing from day one against the government. Even they have also involved in a silent protest. And as I speak to you, you can see that the cops just behind my camera, there are cops who are rushing towards sea where there are lakhs of protesters who are protesting with the help of fishermen community. And you can see the cops is heading towards that place and they will try to evacuate the people who are gathered in front of the sea. Once there was an eviction from the main venue, few people started to run away on the started to evacuate on the exit, and few people started to run away towards the sea. And now the cops are going and they will try to evacuate people who are gathered in front of sea and protesting. And you can see that there are a lot of people, there are a lot of protesters and fishermen community members who are joining.
Well, Sagairaj, just stay with us. Sagairaj, stay with us as we describe these visuals in further detail to what we are looking at on our screens. We're looking at a massive police force that is now marching towards the protesters at the Marina Beach. Many of those who have moved towards the beach in that forceful crackdown by the police early this morning. Thousands of people still continue to remain there at the beach just next to the sea. And we're looking at a battalion of police that is now marching towards the protesters who have been protesting very peacefully. The police will try and negotiate with them to disperse them from this particular location at the beach, as they have successfully also dispersed a massive crowd earlier today. But these are latest visuals that are coming to you in news that's coming in. Protesters have been detained, students are being held captive, and emergency ambulances have also been called in. These are the situations that are coming in and being reported from different parts of Tamil Nadu. Let's also quickly go across to now my colleague Priyamvada joining us from Madurai of what's really happening in terms of negotiations. Priyamvada, update us with the latest.
Well, I'm at this place called Samukkam where students are just refusing to budge from this place. You can see this huge battalion of police who are here. There is a set of police on the other side who are trying to negotiate with the students, asking them to disperse from this place because it's been more than a week that these students have blocked this road. It's an important road, arterial road here in Madurai. The traffic has been blocked. You can see there are barricades across. Nobody is allowed to come inside. And they're holding talks with the students. For last half an hour to 45 minutes, the police officials have been talking to the students, requesting them to leave this place, saying that this is what is happening is illegal, is what the police are saying. You can see in groups the student leaders are trying to talk, but there is, well, like, if one group agrees, the other group is refusing to agree. Mostly all of them are refusing to budge from this place. That is what we are seeing across. In fact, let me see if I can go to one of the students. Sir, what is your demand now?
Actually, Nirandara Thiru Venu.
But Anna, you have been in this place for last 1 week. Government, when the order has also come out, but still, why are you?
Actually, temporary solution தான் எங்களுக்கு. Actually, அவங்க at least ஒரு நாங்க சொல்றதுக்கு ஒரு press meet மாதிரி வச்சு இத நாங்க பண்றோம் அப்படினு கூட அவங்க இன்னும் சொல்லல. அவங்க சொன்னாங்கன்னா கூட எங்களுக்கு ஒரு கான்ஃபிடன்ட் கிடைக்கும். அவங்க இன்னும் அதை பத்தி எதுவுமே சொல்லல.
Not ready. He's saying the government has not come out and spoken to them. They expect the chief minister or other ministers to come hold talks with them. That is not happening. So they are agitated with that. You can see, if I'll ask my video journalist to show how a police official is holding talks with the student leader who was talking to us, Rajalakshmi. She was talking to us a while back. The talks are being held. The police are trying. So what are you expecting now?
Yeah, we must be here. We should save Jallikattu. But they are not allowing us to stay.
What is the police telling you now? They are holding talks.
Yeah, they are telling us to move away from this place.
So why can't you move? In Marina also police have removed the students, all of them protesting. They're all moving out.
No, but we won't move. Unity is our strength, but we won't move.
But sir, the ordinance has come. Government today is even going to pass a bill on Jallikattu. What more is needed?
They must say, we need a permanent law.
We need a permanent law until we do Jallikattu as a permanent one. We should remove the
Priyambada,
Act.
the government issued an ordinance. Today there will be a bill tabled to make sure it is converted into a law with a simple majority. What more do they want than a law? Do people not understand the procedures of how it's actually going to happen? Because one doesn't seem to understand. Are they just being adamant unnecessarily?
Well, you know, the big question now is there's criticism. Your own leaders who initiated this movement are saying unnecessary protest now. Let's postpone the protest. Let's allow law to take its course, because today in assembly the bill will be passed. If the bill is passed, that's quite a permanent one. What more can a government do?
Unless until the PC Act is banned.
Let's understand that case notification is very much, the case is in Supreme Court. You cannot protest against Supreme Court, right?
Notification is in main.
No.
என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா ஒரு அறிக்கை கூட கொடுக்கல. சும்மா சட்டம் வந்துருச்சு நடத்துங்கனா எங்க நடத்துவாங்க?
No, they are saying there has not been proper communication from the government side.
Okay.
The government has given the order. We all of us saw.
That's a temporary one.
Today the bill is being passed, sir.
Unless until the bill is passed, we will.
You know, this could also be a case of misguided students who are protesting because of lack of communication of what's really happening with the state government. Priyambada, we'll leave it at that for a moment as the police continue to negotiate with them to try and end their protest in Madurai. We will come back to you for more, but for the moment,